Good morning. I had a lot of work to do yesterday on my businesses, so I'm putting the second coat on this wall today. Fun fact, my girlfriend that was over here helping me with my mural the other day, she taught me that you could put everything, wrap it in foil, and then come back to it. So when I came back to it this morning, everything was still ready to go, which I thought was cool, because isn't that like the most frustrating part of starting painting, is like you got to come back and do it again, and then you got to redo all of your paint stuff. Also, this is my fiber optic cord, so I can't really unplug that. What's up? Hey, from Scotland, Georgia, Central Florida. So where in Central Florida? I'm in Palm Coast. Is it Claremont? That's a beautiful area. So when I was with AT&T, I had stores from St. Augustine, Jacksonville, all the way over to Tavares, Claremont. What's that other spot over there? Tavares. I was in some real crazy spots. Crystal River. I went way over there. Look, I told y'all, it's like I got a to-go box of paint. And I've had a couple people ask me for the paint code. It's a mist tint. It's a oopsie can, so I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Well, thank you, Alfredo. I appreciate you. I'm just having fun. I'm waiting on my coffee to brew too, y'all. Let me wipe my camera off. It looks a little foggy. My coffee's brewing right now. I am not awake yet, so maybe that lighting is a little better. You're a single mom. Me too, girl. Living our best life. I am so tired. I am so tired. And I have to drive today. I gotta go get my girls from Georgia this weekend. I've had nearly 8 days without them. The pink or the blue? Or it's called Nor'easter, the gray color. It looks kind of blue or periwinkle in some light. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I love the pink too. Just got out of a 20-year relationship from domestic abuse and sexual assault. Wow. Good for you. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. That's really hard when you thought the person that you loved was going to take care of you. And they do the opposite. It's got to be very traumatic. I remember the cognitive dissonance that I had whenever, my ex and I separated and realized who he was as a person was not who I thought he was. We come up with our own versions of them in our minds whenever we're in love with them. When in reality, half the time they've been showing us who they are the whole time. We've just been trying to convince ourselves otherwise. I wish I could get this thing to read these things to me so I can hear it while I'm painting. Any of you like painting? I think I'm going to have to learn how to caulk and do this bottom part down here. Well, thank you. I'm glad I can help. I mean, honestly, that's my whole goal with anything that I do, is to make people feel seen and that they're not alone. Life's hard. And a lot of people are going through stuff and they're not talking about it. So we're all just suffering in silence. If one person starts being vulnerable about the real deal stuff they're going through, it makes other people heal. So I'll be the guinea pig. I got you. I got you. I got thick skin these days. I mean, once you lose pretty much everything, nothing can scare you. I'll say that. Y'all, I'm crying. So if you watched my pool flip series, on the last episode that I have there, I talked about how the crows came out. And they're like a confirmation from my angels, right? That I see the crows. And somebody was like, that's some new age shit right there. That's like witchcraft. I'm like, dude, go away. just go away. If you don't get it, you don't get it. That's all you gotta say. Or don't say anything. That just cracked me up. Being an influencer is it is an interesting thing, I'll tell you. You get to see people's true colors, I'll tell you that. And it's kind of weird, because I went to a couple of business networking events the last couple of days. My real town, the real business owners, not the internet. And I'm having to introduce myself for my brand strategy and stuff like that. And I'm like introducing myself, and there are so many people in my city that do like business coaching and things like that already, but I need to be a niche. So I'm like, I'm a social media influencer. I have 280,000 followers, 95% of which are women, 12% of them are based out of the Jacksonville area. This is why you need me. And it was so liberating to just look people in their face and then see like, oh crap, she's a threat. She's a threat. I know, I'm a problem. Yeah, cardinals, birds, it can be whatever you believe it is because we are all one spiritually. We are all connected. Dude, why did my dog just run by the front door? She's not even supposed to be outside. This is what it's like. Being a parent is like this. If it's not a kid, it's a dog, it's a cat, it's somebody doing something they're not supposed to be doing just to piss us off. But I think for the social media influencer thing, where I was going with that, is I always told myself I would never want to be called an influencer. I think that's such a strange terminology. However, this day and age, it is a very powerful title to have. But I've always been an influencer. They called it influence without authority at my old job. So, in the Navy, that's awesome. Thank you, Heather. Let me go get my damn dog. Hold on, y'all. Sage. Get in here. Come on. Now, let's go. Thank you, ma'am. Good girl. Don't be out here getting arrested by the animal control, okay? I'm bailing you out. Oh, Lord. We were able to save her before she got picked up by the police. This is my second coat. It's going to look a lot better. I could see before, like it had good coverage, but because the blue was underneath, it just needed some touching up. And then I think next week I might take a stab at a little bit of a mural moment. Well, thank you, Cruz. I love that. Did you guys know that I wrote a book? Like, I don't know that I talk about that enough. And I am going to put it on Amazon and publish it. My goal is to do that by June. But I didn't want to just drop a book and not really have a following for it. I'm very proud of it. I mean, I think I've read the book like 6 freaking times. I love it. But it's about the year after my ex moved out and every little choice that I made and how it equated to me disrupting the patterns that I built in my life and how it led me to what I'm doing right now. Which is funny because I finished writing that book a little over a year ago. And I had gone back to work with the intention of like, this is something that I'm going to do on the side. You know, I'm going to build my following while I work at AT&T. And then AT&T fired me. And it was like confirmation to me that God was like, no, no, no. No, no, no. That's a distraction. We got shit to do. But if you're interested in reading it, when I publish it, chelseapeace.com, there's an early readers list, and you just go on there and plug in your name and your email, and when I publish it, I will send out a notification to you to let you know that the book is launched, which I'm sure there'll be a lot more discussion around that once it's happening. But I am trying to collect a little bit of a readers list to make sure that I have people who are ready when it drops. think I'm gonna have to get up on the step here in a second. I can't remember if I did this spot. I think I did. It's getting a little tacky. I might be messing myself up. I touched it. Oh, I'm an idiot. Can't believe I did that. Oh, I love that, Donna. Go ahead, girl. Listening to the nudges. That is genuinely, literally, oh my gosh, that's so funny. Listening to the nudges, my entire book. Half the time you don't even realize whenever you're being told to sit the down. You're doing too much. Do you know how many times? How many times God said, Chelsea, can you let me do something? Stop trying to control everything. Yeah. I had to learn. Dude, I couldn't even imagine. Was there a time whenever they had to like paintbrush the whole wall? Did they like not have rollers at one point? Because this is crazy. Crazy. I can't read what you said right this second, but when I get down, I will. I got some pink on the ceiling. Oops. We gonna be, what's that song? We gonna be all right. That's it. We gonna be all right. Let's read. Girl, I can't wait for you to read it either. Pooh, you got this, girl. You got this. Thank you, Maria. I'm sorry about your husband. Pooh. Trying to make sure I'm in the right spot. There we go. It is just a part of your journey, and I hope that you're not stuck in the grief. How long has it been? Good morning. Dang, girl. I feel like if you believe in a collective energy, right? If you really think about it, we are all one and connected to God. If you think about collective energy, there are a lot of people that are quitting their jobs, leaving their jobs, losing their jobs. And I think it's just showing us that, like, the world is changing. The world is changing. And you've got to be okay with whatever it's throwing at you, because clearly corporate America is getting a little greedy and don't have any of us in mind. So you need to be building something of your own that no one can take from you. I figured this wouldn't have been as satisfying if I made a video of a second coat. But I go live with you while I do the second coat, you know. So, there you go, girl. Can definitely be conquered. Wow. So, it's funny. In my book, I go to the mountains and I live in my car for a week. I sleep in the back seat of my car. I park at Planet Fitness and take showers. I have a little cooler and I eat turkey and cheese and yogurts and bananas for a week. And I climbed mountains. Actually, I climbed one mountain and I sat on the edge of the cliff on the mountain for like 4 hours. And I was like, okay, well, I sat up here with God for a while. I got the download, right? I got to keep trucking. I'm just going to go ahead and walk my way back down. And when I started walking down, I realized it wasn't down at all. It was still up. There was still more to go, still more to see. But every time it would open up to a clearing, I would see a bigger and better view of what's around the mountain. And I just remember going like, he's not done yet, was what I was getting. Like, you thought we were done. You thought this was as good as it was going to get. But it's not going to be the best. And it's not going to be the worst. But you've got to keep pushing because there's more blessings where you're going. And then when I finally did get to the top, it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And it was so leisurely going down. I could see the beauty in everything. So a lot of metaphors in that book about my trip that I went on. And it just made me realize, like, if I lost everything, I'd still be happy. So it was funny that you said you're going to keep climbing that mountain. And I'm like, girl, you have no idea. Like, you are just getting started. It is hard. It's especially hard whenever it's your son's father, your son's, the person who helped you make your kids. Like I was saying a minute ago, it's really hard to realize that who you married or who you made a kid with wasn't who you thought they were. And they're willing to use the most important thing you've ever done, which is your kids, against you. But you'll make it. You will make it. And you will be stronger because of it. Just remember, anytime you're going into something like that, the whole goal of the opposite side is to get you to react. 9 times out of 10, the emotional abuse
has been happening for so long, you don't realize it's been happening. But that's how they convince you that you're the problem, because you're reacting to what's happening to you. But if you just stop reacting and observing, you just start observing them for what it is and saying, I think that's really strange you would behave that way. They now no longer have any evidence to use against you. And it looks like a toddler throwing a temper tantrum in an empty room. And it's very obvious to any legal system when one party continues to instigate and the other one is not participating, who the problem is. Best advice I could give you. I think I just finished cutting. Hey! Now we get to roll. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Bonus points if you know that song. Finding peace within yourself. Yes, ma'am. You know, exposure therapy is a thing. If you've done it before and it didn't work out, remind yourself that nothing bad happened when you did it. So if you do it again, you're more likely to be successful or feel better about it, because you're proving to yourself that you're capable. I have paint all over my hands. All right, let's find my to-go box. Let's find the to-go box. Yes, love it. You will feel so empowered. You will, girl. Be the best thing you ever did. Yo, I'm so over the dog hair. Like, I love Sage. I love her. But the dog hair got to go. I can't. It's every freaking where. Go, girl. Go, girl. You wrote it. It came from your heart. Speak from your heart. You're going to be okay. You going to be okay. You guys are awesome. I love it. This is all I ever wanted. I wanted a bunch of women to get together and realize that, like, we are stronger than we believe ourselves to be, and we can encourage each other. How would you guys feel about, like, a group, like a Facebook group or something, where we kind of all come together and talk to each other versus just
being up under my comments on these videos. I don't know what I'm doing with this roller, by the way. Don't sit here and don't take how to paint from me. I just learned. Go, girl. Jin, that's what's up. So you said you guys don't do social media. So Facebook group, no. Somebody told me to do a W. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Don't judge me, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying different things. You guys are awesome. I love it. Oh, good morning. Get it, Donna. Good job. You guys like cruising? That was another thought that I I've got a girlfriend who's a travel agent. She said she could get us a peace cruise going. Never been on a cruise? Oh man, it's such a fun way to cruise, a fun way to travel. It's all inclusive. Like, my thing is you can drink, you can rest, you can go be all in the casino, you can go to the shows, you can lay on the balcony and get a suntan. There's so many options. You don't ever have to do anything you don't feel like doing. And if you do drink, you don't have to worry about driving. My girls love cruising too. Am I working or just doing it for... Hold up. Oh man, that's fun. I love a good camping life. Somebody asked me if I'm working or if I'm just doing it for followers and viewers. I don't understand the question. I'm doing right now, when I talk about this in real life, right now, Jesus, God is my husband. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm building 3 businesses. I'm a social media content creator. I'm doing work on my house. And he is bringing money into my life. So you guys are here to witness it and encourage me, encourage each other. I'm here to encourage you. But I didn't understand the question, so maybe that's me. Whew. Cuddle. Listen, I wish I was cuddled in the bed with Sage, but I have to go to Georgia today to pick up the girls from their dad, and I could not leave this room unpainted. my paint would have dried out over the weekend, so I needed to go ahead and put this coat on here. I need to clean the house up a little bit. And then I've got about a 3-hour drive ahead of me to go spend the weekend with my parents and my brother. And then we are back to our regularly scheduled programming on Monday. Quick plug again for anybody who missed it. If you are wanting to get on the early readers book for my book that I'm publishing in May, chelseapeace.com/book. You can get on the early readers list. That way I can send you an email once it's published, because girl, I am so excited to get that into the hands of the masses. So excited. Based on what we're reading today is just further confirmation that it is needed. I'm a shorty, and I don't feel like pulling out my stepladder again, so don't judge me. I'm almost done. Hi, Turbo. Y'all, I have to show you this. Look. Oh, he was looking. He was standing up on the windowsill. Like, Mom. Go shower, enjoy. Yes, I think you will. I'm going to put it on Amazon. I'm going to self-publish on Amazon. So you should be able to buy it. And from what I hear, you guys like my voice. So I probably will end up offering an audiobook at one point where I'm reading the book as well. But let's get it published first, you know? Let's make it real. And then we'll worry about audiobook. Woo! It's close enough for government work. Got a second coat on his thing. Do y'all see him? What's up, brother? Couldn't make it up if I tried. Weirdo. This is Turbo. This is my daughter Zoe's cat. Typical orange cat behavior. He's crazy. Crazy. I think, you know, it always looks kind of funny when it's drying. But I think I'm very happy with it. Looking good. I'm painting my office. And I just finished. So for my women painters, for my painters out there, you don't have to be a woman, I don't know why I said that. For my painters out there, is now the time to pull off the paint, or the tape, or do I wait till it's dry? What's my solution here? Because I think I read somewhere it's supposed to be a little wet. But yeah, you can see my office is a hot mess right now. It's so dirty. But yeah, I left the blue walls. So I have a pink accent wall. And for those who don't know, my backdrop is in here as well. So it's like you have your podcast backdrop, pink wall, blue gray walls. And my backdrop actually has that blue gray color in it with the pink. And I wanted to get a neon sign, but I think I'm gonna do something different. I'm not gonna do Seasons of Her over here. I'm gonna do Chelsea Peace over here. Hi, Tammy. Don't let it completely dry. So right now, pull it off now. Because that first coat definitely completely dried. And then I did another coat. Ooh, that's crispy. Ooh, that's crispy. Damn, Daniel. It's like it's the first wall I've ever painted on my own before, and it came out perfectly. Look at me. I'm so proud. I deserve this coffee I'm about to go drink. I did all of this before my pot of coffee was done, y'all. I set the coffee to go or to brew, and then I came in here and said, you know what? I will reward myself with coffee. Somebody says, how old am I? Ooh, I'm going to turn this around so y'all can see it. Because it's kind of cool. Can you see it? All right. No, stay. Don't fall. Okay. Crispy. Crispy. Dang, your girl did good. Let's go. All right, we're going to do this one now. Okay. Oh, it looks like a little part bled over there, but that's okay. Listen, I am not a professional. I don't expect it to be 100% perfect. But damn if I didn't do a good job. Let's go, baby. Woohoo! Progress over perfection. You are absolutely right. Look at her. Hold on, I can flip it. Look at her. Now, it is wet still, but I do have a treat. I think I can show you. Let me see if I can move this, because you don't really know this until I show you. I got a lot of junk in here, okay? Why is my room becoming a catch-all? I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay, let me see. Don't use tape. Come on now. I'm messy. I already had to wipe off the wall where I touched it. Okay, backdrop. Podcast backdrop, yes? All right. Funny story. Not really a story, but the closet is already this color. So it's super cute. I love it. And it's hard to see. It's very bright. Like my backdrop is blocking all of the natural light that comes in here. But watermark on the ceiling? What are we talking about? We talking about where the paint is? from the last time I painted it. Yeah, I don't have, the roof doesn't have, no. So, pink closet, storage, same color. I'm going to put this back. If you haven't watched my Seasons of Her podcast, what are you waiting for? Okay, I'm telling you, I get questions all the time about my story and how I became who I am, and that's literally where I tell all of it. Right now, it's just me talking, but I've been meeting a lot of women that I can't wait to interview and bring into this room. That's kind of why I'm wanting to update this space, because if I'm going to bring them in for like interviews and talking on the podcast, then this room needs to look really nice in order for me to feel comfortable bringing strangers into my house. No, so 2019, we bought this house and they smoked in it for 30 years. And we scraped the popcorn off the ceilings and redid the ceilings ourselves. Like, we didn't know what the heck we were doing. And so the ceilings aren't perfect. The crisp lines are not perfect. There's some paint on the ceiling from the old color. We did put an LED strip up on the wall, but it only goes about, I would say, 2/3 of the room. And I don't know how to make it keep going. My ex put that up. So I'm not I don't know. And then, yeah, now I'm just kind of doing what I want, painting. And that paint I bought maybe 4 or 5 years ago when this was the girls' bedroom. This used to be the twins' room. And then I have a whole idea for their room too. Whew. All right. Yeah, I don't know. You can see right here, it has like a little thingy where it ends, and I guess you could connect it and keep going, but then I'm like, okay, well then you're gonna have a black wire hanging down. In the meantime, I don't even have them plugged up, and if I pull on them, I tried to pull it down, it started pulling the paint off the ceiling, and I'm really not there yet. So I'm just, it exists. That's an LED strip. Palm, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, South Georgia girl. Hello, Turbo would like to say good morning. Turbo says hello. What do you need, brother? What do you need? All right, let me clean up my mess. Have a great day. Thank you. I heard something go bump in the night. I don't know what that was. All right, I got too much shit going on in my hands. Sage, what are you doing, girl? No, he ran away. Let's go make coffee. I got all this tin foil. I guess I could save that for my next little painting project. These things make a world of a difference. Just toss it. Sage, come on, get out of there. No, you don't need to be in here. Huh, wait till you see this hallway. Where's my ceiling person? Scraped the popcorn down and left it. And has been that way for like 6 years. Keeps us dry. But it's not cute. Now we're going to clean our paintbrushes. Hot. Lord. It's kind of satisfying. Let's see. I'm not even saving this roller. It's just nice to look at. All right. Oh, listen. I don't have cabinet doors, unfortunately. They got damaged when I first bought my house. So I haven't had cabinet doors since I moved in. You know, I've been working with a lot of vendors doing work on the house and getting them exposure with my videos. So my hope is that some wonderful cabinet company will see my video and go, I want to be on the internet, and then they'll give me like a really awesome discount. That would be ideal. Especially with these networking groups that I've been in. That would be super nice. Thank you. Thank you. I think it's all in God's plan. You know, He planned all this out. He knew what He was doing. Giving me the little thoughts. On how to move. Like I said, I think if you've seen the pool flip, I said it a few times. I did not have the money for that. But something told me if I could make a series out of it, it would help me blow up. And it would pay for itself. And I'm happy to report that it paid for itself. So social media is a powerful tool. You just have to know how to wield it. Thank you. I can't believe I just cleaned all that up. I've only been on live with you for an hour and 2 minutes. So, in 1 hour, listen, what is this? I swear to y'all, I'm going to be the woman. Okay, if Mel Robbins is famous for the count backwards from 5, I'm going to be the power hour lady. Because have we only been on live for 62 minutes? And I already painted the wall, cleaned up my mess, and the coffee's done, and I'm ready to drink a cup of coffee, and it was 1 hour. Damn, I'm good. Boy, I'm telling you. I'm going to be the power hour lady. I'm just manifesting that. I'm going to be sitting across the table from Oprah one day talking about my power hour. Gotta happen. Where's my coffee cups? What the heck? What the heck? Now, I know this ain't dirty. It is dirty. All 3 of my coffee cups are in here? That's past Chelsea, not looking out for future Chelsea. I don't like her right now. All right. Oh, I mean, so I started at AT&T in 2012. Actually, I worked in a call center for AT&T in 2010. And then I went into a store in 2012 as a sales rep. And then I got promoted to assistant manager in 2014. Moved to Jacksonville, Florida. Then I was offered a store manager position. I just needed to pick where I wanted to go. So they said Tallahassee or Palm Coast. Here I am. After being a very successful store manager for a few years, I applied for an area manager position where I supported 18 AT&T stores that were franchises, and did really well with that. And then they promoted me to associate director over corporate locations. And I did that for the past 4 years. My team was number 1 in year over year, like growth and everything else. Constantly winning awards, and I was on track to win the vacation that they give you at the end of the year when you're the top 2% or whatnot. And I took a mental health leave because of everything that I had going on. And when I got back, they let me go. I'm very disappointed. I love that company. I thought that their values were something that stood for something, but I think it showed me more than anything that corporate entities don't have a soul, and the people that work there just have to do what they're told. So I look at the situation as a blessing, me being let go, but anybody else who gave as much as I did to that company probably would have been very heartbroken and shattered the way that it all went down. But God took me away from it, and I went on a mental health leave for 2.5 months, and I was able to really separate myself from that identity. And so I had already been out of work for 2.5 months, dreaming up like how I would do this as a side hustle. And like I said, God just made it his mission to say, like, no, AT&T is a distraction. So I'm thankful to no longer be part of that. Like, I talk to some of the people that I used to work with, and they start rattling off all of the stress that they're dealing with and the numbers and how nothing has changed. And I'm over here like, yo, I painted my office wall this morning, And I just got my pool done, and I'm like redoing my backyard. And yeah, I love what I'm doing. I'm not even mad at it. It's okay. No, I appreciate it. I'm better having gone through it, and I'm stronger, and I found you guys because the way that this all started was I pulled out my phone one day and propped it up on my dashboard and was like, hey, so like I lost my job. I just went to my divorce hearing. I don't know what's about to happen, but you should follow along and see what happens. And boom, here we are. Here we are. Let's see here. Half and half. It's time for coffee. Oh, appreciate you. Appreciate you. There's no way that this isn't going to be the best thing that's ever happened to me, because that's the mentality I have about everything. When I got a divorce, when he moved out, I remember the day he moved out and he was packing up and he was going to his new woman's house. Boop. I was like, I hope that you find true happiness, because I'm going to. For 6 months, he tried to convince me that I wasn't him. I wasn't good enough. She was better. I said, you know what? You're right. Go get her. If I'm not the one, go get her. So that was almost 2 years ago. And they're married and all that good stuff. I hope they're happy. But I mean, I straight up said when he moved out, I was like, I don't see a world where one day me and my husband, you and your wife, don't go to like the beach with our kids, like go on vacation with our kids. I have no ill will for you. But then everything that transpired after that showed me that that was not his intention, whatever. So now that'll never happen. Ever. Sage, if I left you outside and you end up in the front yard again and the police come pick you up, I'm not bailing you out. I'm not bailing you out. Jessica, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hey, question. Have y'all gotten strawberries this season? Because this is my favorite time of year. These things are fire. So I'm completely innocent. Sean, so like in what aspect? Help me. I don't think anyone's ever completely innocent. I'm like a wallflower. I'm a wallflower of life. I'm going to explain that, what I mean. I don't react to what is happening. I sit back and observe what is happening so that I can then decide how I want to show up, because the younger version of me reacted a lot. Who? My ex? Here. When we met online. He didn't have a job. He didn't have a car. I had a job. I had a car. I had an apartment. He didn't. And I, listening to his little woe is me story, think, I could save him. I could be the one. And this is now, as a 35-year-old woman, being able to look back on it, right? I can observe my life and say, this is what happened. So, little old me thought that I could save him, thought that it would prove my worth if I was better than everything he'd ever experienced. So what did I do? I got him a job. I bought him a car. I got us a house. I built us a life. I kept chasing success in the corporate ladder to outrun all of his debts. And then I lost weight and I started experiencing more. I did more work. I went to therapy and I started understanding my toxic tendencies and I started healing. And I started realizing what about other people is not my responsibility. So, like, if someone else is upset, I am there to comfort them, but I am not supposed to swoop in and save the day and make it better for them. I'm not supposed to hold it. They're supposed to hold it, because the more I step in and fix other people's problems, I am not allowing them to learn a lesson. So every time I swooped in and paid something off, fixed something, bought him a truck because he broke it, like, he's not learning the lesson. So one day, you know, and this is all on one of my podcasts, Seasons of Her Official. By all means, this is the condensed version. I've got 6 whole episodes of the Survival Code series of how I tell you this. Yeah, no, one day I was just like, listen, every time I invite you somewhere, you don't want to go. And you're always complaining about me living my life and you have nothing positive to say. And you're mad that I won't sleep with you. So let me just break it down for you. I take care of all of this alone. And you sit in the garage and do whatever you want to do all day. And, I would really appreciate it if you stop trying to outsource your happiness to me, because you keep blaming me that you're not happy. But I'm literally doing all of this. And I kind of feel like your mom. So if you want to sleep with your wife, maybe you make sure she doesn't feel like your mom, and then maybe, things will start to get better. So here's what I did. I turned off my bank account for all of his accounts. And I said, you have a job. You have a business. I've built you a business. Go run that business, pay your bills, have fun. So I stopped being his mommy. And I guess he didn't like that. So he went and found another one. So if you're asking me, was I innocent? That's my side of it. And there's 3 sides to every story. But in my version of it, I stopped accepting breadcrumbs and started asking for more of my partner. And instead of him rising, he chose another person. And that's okay with me. That's a reflection of him, not me. I'm so glad it helps you. Sean, I didn't take it as rude. People, I put my life on the internet. I expect people to be rude. I make fun of it. If you've seen any of my videos the last couple days, I don't know that I posted the one yesterday on YouTube. But people, I am very comfortable in my body. I used to be almost 450 pounds, if not more. The scale didn't work high enough. And now I am 199, 195. I get around. I do all this shit by myself. And when I'm out in public, I get attention. People hit on me. People ask me for my number, and I politely decline because I can see the God in you. If you are not someone who can lead me, I'm not even entertaining you. I won't even allow you to waste your money to take me out to dinner. But that irritates people. And so they say really mean things on my posts because I'm very comfortable and confident in myself, and they try to tear me down. And so I'm just like, I eat it up. Since you want to know, or since you're so uncomfortable with my skin, baby, wait till this pool is done. The pool is done, by the way. The pool is gorgeous. But I really am trying to wait till the mural is done before I post the final video. But I am so proud of that. So yeah, I'm a little ADHD. Sorry, y'all. Did I answer the question? It's okay. No harm, no foul. I really don't get triggered. I don't get upset. I don't judge you. One of my Church with Chelsea podcasts that I did, they know not what they do. But that's not my problem. I don't take offense. I'll explain it. If you take it negatively, that's on you, not me. Thank you. I'm living the happiest version of my life. And I remember, again, plug for my book. Girl, I feel like I need to go ahead and drop this book. That's what's happening. Because people keep asking me questions, and I feel like if you just read the book, you would understand so much more. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make that my mission over the next week to just figure out what do I need to do to get the book on KDP. That's it. I'm going to work on that. PAWG. Badass white girl? Is that is that what you just said? Yeah. Yeah. I'm curvy in all the right places, you know. I just have a little bit extra. And I've even noticed on my healing journey, the more comfortable I am with myself internally, the more comfortable I am with myself externally. Like, I remember I have a girlfriend. I just went to get a massage on Monday. And I remember when I used to go to her house, because she has like a whole build out at her house for massages. I used to walk in there with my robe and be like, oh my God, let me get under the blanket. Now I'm like, what's up? She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, girl, I got everything you got. Mine's just bigger. Don't worry about it. you finna be rubbing all over me anyways. It is no big deal. And it don't get in the way. It don't. And if it does, I can hold it. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't dated anybody, and I haven't slept with anybody since my divorce. Like, apparently it's a thing. Like, when people get divorced, they go on like a rampage. Nah, I might. Girl, we are friends. We are friends. If you following me, we are friends. Momming in Peace is my handle on all platforms. Chelsea Peace is my name on Facebook. Fun fact, if you don't know my last name, I chose it in my divorce decree. I no longer identify with who I was before I met my ex-husband. I definitely am no longer the woman that he was married to, and I am reinventing myself and becoming who I want to be. So I chose Peace because that is God's name. Get it, Pooh. Go, girl. That's amazing. What is my tattoo called, and where am I from? So I am from Valdosta, Georgia. Originally, I currently live in Palm Coast, Florida. My tattoo. So which one? I have a peacock. I have a peacock. Okay. And then I have a kraken. This is a cover-up. My ex-husband and I had matching tattoos. So I had the lighthouse. Let's see if I can bring you down here. I had the lighthouse, and he had a battleship. And my lighthouse shone a light over there, and it said, we cannot direct the wind. And his said, but we can adjust our sails. So I got the kraken to cover it up because I overcame my demons when it came to that relationship. So that is my demon. I also have, again, my kitchen is disgusting right now. I need to clean it. I also have this guy. Woo! There we go. My elephants with my twin babies. I'm trying to stay really still so y'all can see. It's a realism tattoo, so there's a lot of like real lines and stuff like that in their skin. That trip I was telling y'all that I went on last year, and I lived in the mountains in my car, Divine Timing. You'll read about that in the book. I got that one on that trip. I have a few more, but those are the most important to me. Strawberry. Thank you. The Divine Timing one, you got to read the book. Got to read the book. But the whole thing was showing me how God moves in divine timing and how nothing is by chance. And I went to Savannah, Georgia, and I had a little thought of like, I would love to get a tattoo. And I didn't research anything. I just said, oh, there's a tattoo shop. This is what I want. And the dude drew that. And I was like, I'm fully trusting that me walking into this tattoo shop and telling them what I'm looking for, he's going to know exactly what I'm looking for. And he did that. And I was like, he knew. He knew. Fully trusting. Girl, I can't wait to see what I'm like at 41. That's awesome. It's actually really interesting because at 35, I feel like I'm full of so much wisdom that I can't sit and have surface level conversations with anybody. Which is also why I keep joking that I think my husband's probably a grandpa. My next husband, the one God has for me. I'm like, he's going to be a grandpa because I'm not going to want to tolerate any young cat who hasn't learned about himself yet. Thank you, Jessica. We are friends. Make sure you send me a follow. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I have friends that are just like this much older than me and they have grandkids already. So, I mean, age is just a number. What is it? Higher Up Wellness is one of my favorite creators. I think he's only like 28, 29. That man has wisdom. What is a feminist? So let me describe my personality type because I don't identify with any labels. I'll just tell you who I am and what I believe, and then you can make your own decisions, right? Spiritually, women are the portal to the divine. We bring life into this world. So we have to follow our inner compass to follow our highest timeline, become the best versions of ourselves, and expect more out of life and the people around us in order for them to rise to meet us where we are. So that means that women need to raise their standards on what they tolerate and what they expect from others, even their men and their children. They do that by asserting healthy boundaries and knowing their worth and their values at their core and being able to live by them, right? Not faking it. Truthfully saying, I do not do that, and being okay with it. When you do that, the men in your life will see it as an opportunity to grow because men inherently want to please, they want to hunt, they want to provide. And if the woman that they want is telling them that what they're offering them doesn't meet their expectations, not they're beating them down. They're not beating them down. They're not being negative. They're just saying, I'm looking for a little bit more than what you can offer me. That man now has a choice. He can rise to that occasion or he's going to throw a temper tantrum like a toddler. Both of those things are information. Both of them are information. So I just know that the person that that God has for me is on my level or better. He needs to be better, truthfully, because he needs to be able to lead me. And the force of nature that I am, if you are not on my level, I know I don't need to entertain you. And if anybody was confused by the video that I made yesterday about you need to start turning down dates, that's what I mean. If he's not on your level, if a man says, I'd like to take you out, but I'm like in between jobs right now and I can't do this and I can't do that. Hey, cool. I respect where you're at in your life. I don't want to be a distraction. You got shit you need to handle. Go handle that. I'll be here. And if it's aligned whenever you get all that together, cool. Well, let's talk. But I don't want to be a distraction. I don't want to get a free meal off of you. You got shit you need to take care of. I'm not going to sit here and be like, no, I'll pay. I'll pay. Don't worry about it. No. Nope. I spent the majority of my life lugging a man behind me with a ball and chain, begging him to get on my level, showing him what I was capable of and how he was capable of it too. And guess what he did? Still tried to tear me down. So now I know better. I'm not repeating those cycles anymore. And I'm not going to sit here and shrink myself just to have someone lay next to me at night. So does that make me a feminist? A lot of men think I'm a feminist. I made a post and it was just like a little short with text on it. I was like, I would rather build a beautiful life that I love alone than to carry the weight alone just to say I have a man. Man, that thing gets comments all day long. My phone is full of negative, dirty, hateful things because I irritated so many men's demons. How dare a woman like me, with all this loose skin, with nothing going for her right now, say that I don't need a man. It made him upset because I should need him to reproduce and continue growing the earth. No, I already made my 2. I'm good. I'm good. I did my part to populate the earth, okay? Buy one, get one free. Well, thank you. Thank you, Pooh. Yes, that's exactly. I don't ask for anything. I would really love to have my kitchen done. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to make any statements. In my mind, the conversations that God and I have, the man that comes into my life, whenever I say something like, I would really love to raise the ceiling up in this room, he's going to come back to me and be like, so I was doing some research and this is what I think we could do. And I made a phone call. Make some shit happen. Protect and provide. I'm not asking you to pay for it. I'm asking you to show me what I'm capable of doing and do some legwork for me and show me that, like, you can teach me something. I have been the smartest person in the room for so much of my life. And this season, I am consciously searching out people who are smarter than me in so many different ways. Like my girlfriend teaching me how to paint. My friend that I'm in business with now for the podcasting studio. He's teaching me so much about building my own businesses. And I'm just so grateful because I stopped tolerating trying to bring people with me and started searching for the people who can actually teach me something. I want to be led. So that's how my life has changed. There you go. Yeah, I want, not need. I'm not on X. I am not a Twitter person. And I still call it Twitter because I'm an elder millennial. But I've always been a Facebook girl. I've always been a TikTok girl. What am I missing on X? Threads is new to me too. This is a good strawberry. You know it's good when it's red on the inside. Ooh. Sage always gets the butt. She gets the butt when I'm eating strawberries. I do. I have 2 broke best friends. Terry said I got strawberry in my tea. Terry said he'll raise the roof for me. Let's go. Listen, I have a whole house. 280,000 women following me. Who am I to settle? I have a car. I have 2 little girls. Those are the most important thing in the world to me. 2 little girls who are modeling who they can become off of who I am. That's what drives me every day. That little girl is looking at me going, my mom is my superhero and I want to be like her. So I owe it to them to go do some big shit. I owe it to them to hook a big fish when it comes to their stepdad. I owe it to them. But I also owe it to the 280,000 women that are following me to show them, hey, listen, you don't have to wait around. You don't have to go seeking. You know, sit here and make your house a solid place of solitude. Invest in your life. Build a beautiful life. Because the more you fall in love with your life and what you've created for yourself, with the second somebody tries to come in and disrupt it, or you realize you're starting to leak your energy and your resources to keep this person around, you can clock it and you move away from it faster. Absolutely, Pooh. Yep. Johnson, man, 25. I remember being 25 and thinking I was an adult. And I can tell you right now, like, I don't feel like I truly learned some of my life's hardest lessons until I was 34. I started feeling like an adult when I was 30. 30 to 35 have been life-changing years for me. In my mind, your prefrontal cortex does not fully develop until you're about 28. So right now, like, that's why I'm so fine with, my kids are like, I want to stay here until I'm 30. Do it. You're still a kid until you're damn near 27. So, I'll be there. I do not want my kids. I remember one of my survival code series. Again, I just keep plugging all of my creative things that I'm dealing with. Seasons of Her Official is my YouTube channel. If you go to chelseapeace.com, there's a podcasts tab. It takes you to all 3 of my podcasts. Seasons of Her is the one where I tell you about the survival codes and like everything that I unlearned as an adult that was drilled into me as a child. Limiting beliefs, perceptions, what I thought success and happiness would look like. All of that is in my survival code series. I really hope you check that out. And for the record, again, I always say this, you do not have to watch the video. I listen to podcasts and lay my phone down and I clean, or I lay out by the pool. You know, I do something else. It's like body doubling, but I don't sit there and watch the person. I do make it aesthetically pleasing by my face and stuff in the backdrop, but I can give you way more value just being in your ear than anything else. Thank you. So yeah, whenever I was 17, my parents were in that not as long as you live under my roof. So in my mind, there was like this energetic graduation that was happening when I was 18. And the second I turned 18, I moved out and went out and decided that I just knew everything, because that's what I had been told for so many years. Once you're 18, you're free to do whatever you want, however you want. So I went out and made a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes. But I'm determined to make sure that my kids don't have to learn from they learn from my mistakes, but they don't have to experience them themselves. Love it. So on YouTube, the lives stay on the profile. Is that a thing? I'm going to go ahead and plug it. If this live does stay live and my ex happens to come across it, what's up? I see you with your fake profiles. Go live your best life. Well, listen. What's SAAS? What is that? I don't know what that is. Oh, no, I don't. It just makes me laugh. Sometimes they'll use the not fake profile to look. And I'm like, you know I can see you, right? You know I can see you, right? Okay. Weird. Why is my pool green? Yesterday, this thing was icy blue. So I don't know if it's just settling, like, I don't know. Mike will be out here again on Monday to put more chemicals in it, but it is icy blue. You see the mural we were working on? Lindsay. Yes, girl. Social media is paying the bills right now. I did a pool flip series. Turned it into a 10-part series on flipping this. And the money still hasn't updated yet, and it's usually about a 30-day delay. But thank God it worked out, and it paid for that. But the more you guys comment, like, share, it helps. Teach you a little bit about the algorithm. When you see my face pop up, if you see it and you swipe away, it teaches the algorithm that you're tired of me. If you stay there and watch the whole video, it lets the algorithm know that it should try to send it to more people because it was so engaging, it kept you there. The whole thing about the algorithm is you've got to convince it that you're worth staying for. So even if it's like I'm at work and I can't watch it right this second, if I swipe away from it, it can affect the way that the video gets shared to other people. Right now on Facebook, I'm at 178,000 followers. I think on Instagram, I'm at 36,000. TikTok, 66,000. YouTube, 20,000. The only places that I am currently monetized are Facebook and TikTok. YouTube, I am monetized, but only like super thanks, which I don't really know what that is. I haven't gotten the ads compensation yet, but Facebook is currently the one that pays the most. And, you know, I get a lot of women on here telling me that I am inspiring them, I'm motivating them, I'm being a supportive, you know, person through a difficult season of their life. They like watching me be resilient. It helps them be resilient. So my ask of you guys is that you share my page. Share the posts. Get it in front of other people so that they can find me. And like if they need the word, if they need the motivation, if they just want to see the pool flip, whatever. But the farther the reach, the better. Somebody else earlier, there was some conversation going on in the comments between people in here. And I asked if we should have like a Facebook group or something where we can all come together and you guys can support each other, because that was my dream, is having a place where you could go and say, hey, look, I had this happen to me this week, but I chose differently. And it's inspiring to other women to be able to see, you know, there's other options other than laying in bed and bed rotting, because I was stuck in that season for a long time. But I don't know. I'm gonna pray on that this weekend. I did create a school community, but school itself is not a social media platform. It's more of like an e-learning platform, but you can create community there. But it also cost me $99 a month and nobody was joining it. So it was not cost effective at all. So I did cancel that. But I am open to any and all suggestions to create a community where I can do more of the, you know, my social media these days has been, you know, my house and activities and things that I'm doing to reclaim my life. But I do have these moments where I'm like, you deserve better. And I start talking about like dating, or I start talking about parenting. And I think that needs to be geared more towards that community where I would share that content versus on my main page, because I definitely don't want to lose the people who are interested in the house content, but I do want the message to get to who it needs to go to. Pooh, let's go, girl. We're on the same life path. Do you have a stellium in your Capricorn house as well? You should start posting. Girl, listen, that is the one thing that I would tell anybody The only thing holding you back from the life that you've always dreamed of is your mind and you telling yourself that you can't. If you tell yourself every day that you have the ability to do blah, 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 as long as you continue to tell yourself that, and every single day you are doing what it takes to make that happen, and you're actively analyzing what you're doing and how it's showing up and how you're showing up and holding yourself accountable, you'll reach it. I made a video about that the other day. Like, who am I competing against? Myself? Well, if I can't beat myself, then I don't know. What am I capable of if I can't hold myself accountable? If I'm my only op, that's weird. I'm really floored with why this pool is green right now. I don't like that. This is not the color that it was yesterday. But it is processing a lot of things, so I got to figure that out. I got to call Mike. What is your book going to be about? Social media can be time consuming. She ran away. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. God, that's got to be so tough. I hope that you've detached from holding yourself accountable for that. I know a lot of women, if that happened to them, they would sit there and blame themselves. But she's an adult and she gets to make her own decisions. You did your part. You did what you could with the information you had. It's on her now. Good. That's amazing. You are definitely going to help women change their lives. Hi, Rain. I love it. Yeah, exactly. And he needs to know, you know, again, he's watching you. He's watching how you respond. What do you want to see outside? I am outside. Sage, come here. Thank you, thank you. I look nice. Girl, I was just painting. I gotta go edit some videos. Actually, I think I'm gonna have to let y'all go soon. There she is. Sage is back. She is trying to take a field trip. She likes to escape. She likes to go under the fence. There's a Sage Whitey. Come here. You want to say hi? Say hi. Is you a good girl? With your dirty toes. With your dirty toes. Yeah. Can you sit? Sit. Sage. Sit. No, you don't want to sit? Can you speak? Yeah, she don't feel like it. Thank you, Rain. I appreciate that. Listen, y'all. I got to get on the road. I got some videos to edit. Get them ready for the weekend. I also need, oh yeah, I need to go get ready. The Uncontested podcast. I am in Florida. Thank you. Thank you. ChelseaPeace.com/podcasts. There's 3 of them. I'm really proud of them. If you're going through a hard time and you're trying to control your inner peace, I think you'd like all of them. And then ChelseaPeace.com/book. You can get on the early readers list so that when I publish my book, I'll send you an email and let you know that it's ready for purchase. I'm so excited. Pompano. I don't know where that's at. I'm up near like Daytona. What is this? What is happening? Wow, thank you, Rain. That was awesome. I appreciate you, girl. Pooh, thank you so much. That's amazing. Rain, you're amazing. Thank you, girl. You just bought me a coffee this morning. Well, thank you. I really don't go live very often, but I definitely will if it's something that you guys enjoy. I enjoyed it. Listen, and I don't have to go back and edit this. And I figured again, like with that second coat on the wall, let's go see the wall before I let y'all go. Let's go see how it's drying. I don't know how to do that. Rain sent me $10. I don't know how that works. That's so cool. Thank you. You are so sweet. I just started choking. Excuse me. If you see my wish list opening things, this is all stuff that has come in since my last wish list haul. So I'll have that ready for you guys this weekend or Monday, probably Monday. Let's go. It looks so good. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Your girl is a professional painter now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Rain, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I did not know. Look at her. She's so crispy. Oh my goodness. It's drying so nicely. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm going to edit a video. I got to tell y'all, and then I'm going to let you go. I went to a spa yesterday in Port Orange, Florida. Daytona, Florida, however you want to look at it. And it's like a luxury foot spa. I can never go back to a regular nail salon and get a pedicure now. I'm going to post that video for you so you can see it, but I'm going to ruin regular pedicures for you for the rest of your life. And you're going to have to go to check out this spot. I'm excited. Thank you guys for hanging out with me so long. It's been 110 minutes by the time I get done with this message. So I will catch you later. And I appreciate you. Please check out my podcasts. Get on the book list. And I'll catch you here later. Bye.